Okay, so I just want to do this real quickly. This, as you saw in the previous video, was a bit of a pain to put together. One part, I don't know, yeah, it's this side right here. One part came apart, if you will, came off. Literally, I have to glue that later. But this kit, if you will, it was. I'll say this: it was fun to do, but it was complicated. It was tricky, and the instructions. I'm gonna be blunt and honest. Were not the best instructions. They weren't. I mean, I mean, I basically did get. I mean, basically towards the end, I did. I don't know what that was. I do apologize. But towards the end, I did kind of get an idea of how the front pieces went and everything. But still, it was. I hit the highlight there. But still, it was like, it was tricky. It was very hard. I mean, I understand this is a homemade matrix. I know they have a bigger one that they sell on Esta, if you will, ESTY. I understand that. But yeah, the instructions were not the best instructions. I mean, they did what they could to kind of give you an idea of how to put it together, but it wasn't the best instructions. The bending of the wires for the LED, I did that, but when I can put the battery in, it did not work. So I think you need to bend them maybe around so it connects to the battery. I don't know. They just said bend them. They didn't say curve them or anything like that, because I think that would make more sense. But look, I'm going to give credit where it's due. They did what they could. And like I said at the end of the other video, putting it together, and I do apologize for the waving around of the camera and all that, just trying to put this together. The thing is, like I said, I'm pretty sure the others that bought the bigger one, that are like, you know what, I'm just going to leave it as it is. It's better, not to frustrate yourself and everything. And so that's what I did. I just left it as it is. Is it worth the price point that I paid? No, not really. I mean, if I'm going to be blunt and honest, I think that they should have dropped this to at least $12, $15. I mean, the bigger one that is, basically the bigger size, about a little bit bigger, like probably to here and here. If you will, just like from beyond here to here. I think honestly that's more affordable for like a $39 to $60 price range instead of this. I mean, I get it. It's like a model kit and everything, but honestly, if you're gonna do these things, again, you need to take your time with it. Don't rush it or anything. Make sure you've sawed the right pieces correctly. Make sure the instructions you're gonna, mail along with it are given out correctly and more easier to understand. And make sure everything, and make sure basically, like if you're gonna use batteries to have people power it, make sure you give better instructions of how the batteries will work and all that, or how to make the batteries work. But overall, it was fun but complicated, and I think Epically Geeky, they have the potential, but they still have a lot to do. They still have a lot to really work on and improve on. I see the potential. I see what they want to do, and as a fellow Transformer fan, I appreciate and respect that. But I think they can do a lot better. I think they can do a lot better. Yes, they do give the instructions that you need to maybe saw off a few pieces of the two-tide, or maybe even use super glue. That is true. But if you're gonna sell this kind of stuff, you shouldn't have to give those instructions, especially if you're selling it at a price that you were. You should give instructions of just piecing it together and make sure everything is tested out properly, and maybe even add the battery in there yourself so that it works on contact, like it turns on immediately, and all they have to do is piece together the stuff themselves. But I do understand what they were trying to do. I respect that, but to me they got a lot of improving to do, and a lot more, like I said, they got a lot more improving to do, and hopefully down the line, people like me won't be so frustrated by this. But let me know what you guys, but would I recommend them? And yeah, I would recommend them, but I would also recommend adding instructions to make sure that if you're going to get it, that they test out everything and make sure everything is, you know, perfect. You know, not perfectly, but decent enough to put together easily when you get it, even if it's a kit. But let me know what you. But yeah, I would recommend them. But again, like I said, they have potential. It's just you know they they have a long ways to go. I'll tell you that. But the potential is there, and that's all I'm gonna say. So let me know what you guys' thoughts are down below. Comment if you like. And it's Epically Geeky. If you're watching this, I do respect what you've done. I appreciate what you've done. But I think you have a lot of potential to grow on. You just got to get better at it. But let me know what your guys' thoughts are down below. Comment if you like. And I am out.